Alright, y'all, we are live on this absolutely beautiful Friday, snowy day. It's very snowy out right now. The chicken's water is frozen, but don't worry, I've poured boiling water on it so they can still drink. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua the Messiah. I do pray everybody is super blessed, guys, and before we get started with the show, I just want to say I've been confronted with a situation in my life that brings to the forefront of my mind how fragile life can be. And it's very easy for me, I'm about to confess my sins to y'all, it's very easy for me to get focused on the wrong things, especially as a trader. I'm sure many of you can relate to spending hours of time looking at the charts, waiting for price to come to your levels, and it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important in life, and that is, first of all, God and your relationship with the Lord, and secondly, your family and those whom you love. Because the truth is, we are all going to die, and we do not know the day of our death. And I guarantee, on your deathbed, you're not going to be like, dang it, I wish I had not missed that trade. You're probably going to be like, I wish I had spent more time with my kids. Wish I had spent more time with my parents, with my friends. Wish I had spent more time reading scripture, praying. So I just want to begin the show that way, guys, because the past few days I have absolutely been missing sleep, missing time with my family for the sake of trading these crazy charts. And they indeed have been crazy, guys. The trades have been crazy the past few days. They've been good, but they've been crazy. Okay, guys, I see. All right, sorry about that. It's a good thing I checked to see if everything was good with the audio. So, as I was saying, make sure to FOMO into the Jason Casper like button. Make sure to share the stream on all your social media networks, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace. I do not give financial advice, but if I did have to give financial advice, I would say like the video right now. If we can get 750 likes, I will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. You can see right here, this nice long position has a very good risk to reward ratio. We can potentially gain this much coming up to the next area of resistance, only having to risk this much. Stop loss under the last swing low. Definitely a wonderful investment. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are new, welcome. So we got to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about what is happening. First of all, we are trading in this sideways range still, okay? Ever since we lost the very, very important level of $39,000, we have been trading in this range between the levels of about 38,000 and about 33,000. We came down to the low. Okay, we got our bounce off of our support. We came up to the high. We got a rejection off the resistance. Now, these were both very, very nice trades. This trade right here, just to review quickly, if we go to a higher term time frame and we zoom out, we can see that the level that is marked on the chart right here is actually the value area high from the summertime range that we were trading in right here, right? We see the summertime range we were trading in. The value area high was the resistance. We came back into this area for the first time since the summer, and our major support was going to be down here at that highest volume node. And so when we came down into this value area again, we were looking for long trades from this high volume node. If we go into the VIP Discord, we can see as we are dumping down, we are looking at this high volume node down here. We had some confluence with a channel that we also have right here, and it lined up with one of our swing trade setups that we had been looking at from around $32,000 to $33,000. And so we did take a long from there. It was very, very juicy, a very juicy long. In fact, I'm still in the long. This was one of my take profits. I am currently in 3 long positions from here. This is one of them, pretty dang high leverage. And then the short trade that we took from the high of the range was a very, very nice level. Again, the reason why we were looking for a short trade at the top of the range there was because it was the value area high from that summer area, as well as a naked point of control. And this was actually a trade setup I did give right here on my YouTube stream 2 days ago, where we were looking at this level, and I was saying if we come up into it and we get bearish divergences on the 1 hour time frame, then we were going to get a move to the downside, right? That's what we were looking for. We wanted to come up into this box right here, get the bearish divergences, and get a rejection. And so you can check this out, streamed 2 days ago. Fast forward to today, we can see what happened. We came up into that box, into the box with the bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, just like what we wanted to see. And we got our rejection from there, okay? We got our rejection from there, and that was a very juicy short trade as well, okay? A very juicy short trade as well. And so, honestly, I was thinking we would probably come down a little bit lower than where we have come down. And so the question is, are we going to break out of this sideways range? Are we going to break this very important resistance? Or are we going to come down to lower levels of support to put in potentially a higher low before getting a move to the upside? Because we have to understand that we did come down to a very important area of support, right here. And if we come down to put in a higher low off of one of these fib levels, either this golden pocket or this other fib level here, it could be a very, very nice bullish pattern right here, where we put in a higher low and continue on with the uptrend. Well, there's some very, very important levels that I want to take a look at. Now, first, if we take a look at market Cipher B on some of these higher time frames, like the daily and the 12-hour, we can see that momentum is coming up. If we come down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that money flow is coming up. And the way we were able to enter into this trade from right here was simply using the 4-hour money flow on market Cipher B. We can see it coming up as the price continues to dump. And then very locally right here, we see the bullish divergence. We can also see now money flow is crossing over that 0 line. And as it's crossing over the 0 line, we're printing higher momentum waves on the 4-hour. To me, this is very bullish. And the fact that we have been putting in, right now so far, we came down, we put in our low, we put in our high, we put in a higher low right here. We do have the potential to break out of this range right here. Okay, so right now, the main areas that I am looking at for resistance are going to be, oh, and by the way, we did take a long from right here. Well, I did, and the reason is because we came down to a golden pocket, and we had some nice confluences down there. This morning in the Discord, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, right here, right. we're coming down to an interesting area of support. We had a naked daily point of control right here. We had a previous day point of control right here, and we had a golden pocket. And I was telling people I'm planning to long because we have the 6-minute divergences and down. And if we actually go back in time here to the 6-minute, we can see that as we came right down to our box, our zone that we were looking to take the long from, we are getting on market Cipher B these very nice bullish divergences. And, you know, that is how we got into that long as well. Very, very juicy. A very juicy trade. One of my take profits. Here's the thing. The scalps have been crazy. The scalps have been absolutely crazy. I did not take this short. Actually, that's not true. I've been taking a lot of short trades lately. Which ones have I taken? I did take this one. And I also took one from here. And they've just been so juicy, but they've been a little bit harder to enter. And you can see that we're squeezing into this little area right here. And so as we're squeezing into this area, we need to have a decision. Are we going to break up or are we going to break down? Right now, our major areas of resistance and support very, very locally are going to be this golden pocket confluence with the trend line around 37.7. And also this support down here, this golden pocket, we have around 36.2. If we lose 36.2, then I'm looking down to the $35,000 area. And if we lose that, then I'm honestly looking down between 32, the back to the low, and the 33K area. Because as long as we stay in this sideways range, there's no reason why we shouldn't be looking to take longs at the low of this area and shorts at the high of this area. So the juiciest areas to be looking for trades right now are obviously going to be down here, and obviously also to get a little bit Australian with you, a little bit up here, right? That was a horrible Australian accent. Shout out to all my Australians in here. And so if we can come above this previous resistance, which we did reject off of, then we need to be aware of something else. And here's what we need to be aware of. If I go and turn all this stuff off for a second, because right now we have the potential for the corn, for good old Bitcoin, to be doing something absolutely phenomenal, which is this. All right, if we go to a higher term time frame like the 3-day, right now we have the potential to flip market structure on a very high term time frame. Now, what I mean by that is this. We have this very important support around $40,000. Why is it so important? I know I've gone over this before, but if anybody's new, it was our resistance in January, then it was our resistance over the summer, then it got flipped into support and then respected as support once, twice, 3 times now before losing that support. We have done something that is quite interesting. What am I doing right here? Hang on. We have done something which is quite interesting, which is we have been respecting this very interesting parallel channel right here, where from this high to this high, and then down to these lows right here, we have been respecting the highs and lows of this channel. And so potentially we could have bottomed out here. Okay, I'm just giving a scenario. I have other scenarios. This is not the only one, and have put in a higher low from this previous low, respecting this bottom trend line. And if this is the case, this green box is literally going to be the gateway into the relief rally that I am personally hoping for. Because if we can come above this box, and especially if we can come above this key level of 44,000, then we are going to officially have flipped market structure, putting in a higher high, which we have not done since the 11th of November. Okay, so this is a very crucial time. This is a very crucial time. This range that we're in right now will determine, the break of this range will determine the future for, in my opinion, the entire cryptocurrency market. Because if we lose this support, then the next major area that we have to look forward to is not going to come in until the golden pocket from the dump of the Roni baloney to the all-time high. And that is coming in anywhere between 26 to 29K, okay? 26 to 29K. And we are in a downtrend. Each one of these sideways ranges has broken to the downside, right? We've had this one broke to the downside, this one broke to the downside, this one broke to the downside, this one broke to the downside. Now we have this one, right? Each one of these ranges, we now have the potential to reverse market structure, because what happens is we have a large move. Price is never just going to go down, right? If we're in a downtrend, it'll go down a lot, up a little, down a lot, up a little, down a lot, up a little, right? So what happens? Elon Musk tweet, small retrace. Bearish news, small retrace. Bitcoin bans China, small retrace. I'm kidding, guys, about the fundamentals. I don't believe they move the market at all, but that's what people talk, right? Every time Bitcoin gets a move, they're like, oh my goodness, it's because somebody in China banned Bitcoin. I don't know about that. All right? But I'm looking for a potential reversal in market structure right here. That is why I am holding 3 long positions from this area. Literally, I am in 2 lower leveraged positions that I'm looking to compound if we come down to make a higher low. And I'm still holding my high leveraged position from here in case it just so happens to come all the way up here. And then I can sit there and say I long the bottom at 75x leverage, and I can brag to my wife and she'll say, I do not care. Because she doesn't care. She doesn't care. I love my wife. I love you, Big Butts 28. I know you love me too. We have a thing going on, girl. We have a thing going on. And let me tell you about Big Butts 28, all right? She does not have uneven butt cheeks. They are even, all right? She knows how to squat and deadlift. And I enjoy squatting and deadlifting. And here's the thing. She don't care. I'll show her. I'll be all excited. I'll tell her, Big Butts 28, your boy, your man, Jason Casper. Guess what he did? Man, he done shorted the top. She'll be like, oh wow, great. She don't care. But that's okay. I'll show her anyway. I'll show her Big Butts 28. Look at that. I long the bottom, high leverage. She don't care, right? As long as she can do what she needs to do, that's all she cares about, right? Because there's more important things in life than trading, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream. So, where am I going with all this? I don't know. This ain't financial advice. I don't even trade for real, guys. I only paper trade, by the way. Remember this face if you take anything I say as financial advice. Not only will you lose all your Bitcoin, you'll lose all your fiat currency, you'll lose your house, you'll lose your car keys, someone will come and slit your tires, someone will egg your house. And let this face be forever burned into your memory if you decide to take any of this as financial advice. Remember who you're listening to. A guy with a Pikachu hat, crooked glasses, and an open mouth thumbnail. Never trust a man with an open mouth thumbnail. That's rule number 1 for crypto YouTube, guys. And, you know, people ask all the time, should I trust Jason Casper? The truth is, it depends, guys. It really depends. And here's the thing. If you're a paper trader like myself, then perhaps you can trust me. But if you're looking to trade real money, this is not the channel for you. Okay? Now, back to Bitcoin. I do think there is the potential, based on these higher term time frames. Look at the weekly. VWAP pointing up. Look at the 3-day. Big green BitBoy dot. Okay? Look at the 12-hour. Right? Money flow coming up. VWAP didn't want to cross that 0 line. Big old BitBoy green dot. Look at the 4-hour, guys. Money flow crossing to the upside. Yes, we're getting tight. We're consolidating, but we see that upward direction. Let's come down to the 1 hour. What do we see? Man, not looking the best, guys. I have to be honest. The 1 hour is not looking the best. But there is some potential, I think, for perhaps a move to the upside, a break to the upside, because there are shorts that need to get absolutely punished right now. They need to get absolutely punished. Funding has switched to favoring longs, which means there's more longs in, which means there's way more shorts in the market right now than longs, okay? Now, let's go back to a smaller term time frame, and let's put on back to our levels. So again, you know, very important areas of resistance that we need to break above. And then locally, right now, I mean, this is it for me. This is literally it for me. I am looking for resistance either here to put in a lower high to continue on the downtrend. So really, if we do something like this, then I will be looking to come down and put a lower low either to this golden pocket or potentially even down to this 0.88 fib before getting a bounce. Or if we continue up, I will not be really looking for any kind of resistance in this box anymore, but more so up in this golden pocket area around the high 38s to the low 39s, all the way up to 40K, because 40K, remember, that's the back test of the old range area. We have to come above this to start forming reversing market structure on the higher term time frames. Okay, so basically my plan is I'm gonna hold my schlong. I'm gonna hold my schlong, my long from down here. I'm gonna hold my short from down here, taking profits out, stop loss at entry. Over the weekend, I don't trade, right? It's the Sabbath day. I do not trade. If we pump up forever, then I'm still long from the bottom. If we come up and we dump, you know, before coming to my entry here, well, then I get stopped out in profit, no worries. If we continue to pump up here, I'm going to be looking for shorts up in this area. And it's very important when we're looking for trades, especially when we're trading markets like this, that we do what the indicators tell us to do, right? So for example, right now, if we were to come up, let's say, to this golden pocket, and market Cipher B looked like this, right? Let's just do a hypothetical scenario, right? If we were to come up to this level right here, right now, a massive pump, and market Cipher B looks like this, that is 100% a paper trade short with fake money. Because this is telling us money is leaving the asset, momentum is leaving the asset, and yet we're pumping up high. Doesn't work out too well. That's how we were able to short from the box right here. And that's why, you know, the other day on my YouTube channel, when I actually gave the exact level and showed what I was looking for, right? We were looking to short from the box because we're only looking to short if we came up there and market Cipher B looked like this. Well, we come up there to the box. Let's go back in time to the box. All right. And here we are. And look at market Cipher B. Bullish, bearish divergence, money flow coming down, right? We saw the uneven butt cheek pattern where we had the juiciest left butt cheek over here on the left, followed by the skinny old lady at the diner on the right. And money flow is coming down. So in these types of volatile markets, we really need to just relax. Don't FOMO into any trade when price is squeezing, unless you're an experienced scalper. When price is squeezing into these areas, wait. Don't chase price. Don't FOMO. Wait for price to come to a significant area of support or resistance, and then you can get into a trade. And by the way, if you want to learn how to trade this way, you can check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. This is everything I wish I had known before I started trading, because it will give you a system, a methodical system that you can use to avoid getting wrecked and maximize profits. You'll learn how to read the charts and feel confident in entering positions. You'll learn how to stop trading with emotion. You'll never be able to take emotion out of your trading, but you'll learn how to stop trading with emotion. Go over the strategies I use as well as risk management. Check it out. There's a 20% discount in the description. I pinned the comment in the chat as well. Also, if you do want to join the VIP Discord, where we post trade setups in advance, as well as juicy technical analysis updates, as well as a community of traders posting the juiciest technical analysis updates, guys. Dr. Harlequin, shout out to Boyan, shout out to White Phoenix, shout out to K-Pax, my man. Got a bunch of other people in here as well, posting the Toast Father with his Elliott Wave idea, right? We got some good traders in here. Michael B, check him out. You can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. However, it is important to know that Patreon always charges at the beginning of the month. So therefore, if you don't want to get charged twice in a row, wait until the month of February. And yeah, so that's kind of it with the Bitcoin. So, you know, some interesting stuff happened today. I've taken a few scalps, but in general, the main trades that I am in and looking really to hold is the short from here. I compounded that short a little bit over here, and so now my average entry is somewhere not that high, and my stop loss is somewhere above this golden pocket. So I will get stopped out of that trade in profit if price comes above the golden pocket. Also, the long from down here, I'm holding those both, and I'm looking for basically shorts from higher or longs from lower. Let me pop into the chat quickly and see if we have any questions here. Make sure to like the video, guys. We have about 500 people in here. That's really cool. God bless all of you. And shout out to Robert Bonar holding it down with the wrench. Shout out to A4D Woody. And shout out to C. Labrate. How do I know there's more shorts than longs open? Because funding has flipped. Funding has flipped. That's why. Shout out to Memory Man. Saturn Day. Why am I looking at the 0.88 fib? Because I have other levels there too. I just am simplifying this chart. How's it going, Crypto Yacht? Man, Crypto Yacht, we got to get you on the channel, bro. We got to get White Phoenix. We got to get Crypto Yacht on the channel. Shout out to Epidemic 3P. Yeah. Yep. Cool, guys. Yeah, let's get some likes in here. We have 500 people. We only have 200 likes. Let's get some likes in here, guys. I would love to do a Bitcoin giveaway. And by the way, shout out to the super chat. I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Is it Jason? Thank you, bro, for the tip, man. I really appreciate that. Liquid says to fix my audio. Guys, how's the audio? Does the audio suck right now? Does the audio suck? Let me know. Why am I bearish now? I should have been bearish at 3,500. I don't quite get that. I don't quite understand that. Am I saying I'm bearish right now? I'm looking for shorts, man. Here's the thing. I'm a day trader as well as a swing trader. I used to be more of a swing trader only, but now I do this full time. So when we are looking in the context of low time frames, we have to understand the context, which is we are simply trading sideways here, right? We have a very clearly defined low and a very clearly defined high. Our very clearly defined high is up here between 39 and 40K. Our very clearly defined low is down here between, honestly, like 31 and 32-ish K. And so until we prove that we have broken out of this sideways market, then the logical thing to do is to do what your grandfather told you to do when you told him you were getting into trading. Because everybody, you guys know this is true. Every single older male relative that you have is an expert investor. Every single older male relative that you have is an expert investor. When they found out you're trading, first of all, you told them that you were trading crypto. They're like, ooh, be careful with that stuff. Oof. Oh, be careful with that stuff. You're going to get wrecked. You know, that's the first thing they said. But then you told them, don't worry. You know, it's the future, Grandpa. I'm telling you. And he said, you know what, son? I'll tell you what you got to do. Now, I'm an expert investor. All right. As your uncle, as your great uncle, as your grandfather. Maybe it's just a friend from church, an older man. All right. He's been around the block a few times in the financial world. He said, all you got to do is buy low and sell high. Yep, and he sure as heck has a southern accent, right? He's a good old-fashioned American. He's got a mustache, right? No beard, just a mustache. Blue jeans, shirt tucked in, polo shirt tucked in. Got the belt buckle hanging out, right? Got the New Balance sneakers on, right? Definitely a white guy, right? Now, even if you ain't white, I'm sure you got a white southern grandfather or definitely a great uncle who's white. He told you to buy low and sell high, right? And that's all we're doing in the sideways range. Until we break the range, we're going to buy low and sell high. And the reason is because, literally, that's where you're going to get the best trades, right? Because we know most of the time Bitcoin is going to range. That's why I shorted from here, long from right down here, shorted from here, missed the long from down here, but did take a short from in this area and a long from this area because we're just buying low and selling high, and the long-term bullishness or bearishness of all this don't really matter, right? It don't. But I never said I was bearish, right? I never said I was bearish if we're on a higher term time frame here and we're taking a look at some of these things. Basically, I'm getting bullish because we are coming to a low, right? A low, which is a support. We can see that the higher time frames are starting to move to the upside momentum-wise. I'm expecting a relief rally potentially if we can break this green box. And the main areas I'm looking to get relief to, okay? Bitcoin has been dumping for so long that she needs to relieve herself. Get it? That's kind of a joke, right? It's kind of a joke. Bitcoin's been taking a dump for so long, she needs to relieve herself. And I'm thinking maybe we can come up to the 786, the 382 area potentially, or the golden pocket area potentially. But first, we need to come above this green box. We could very easily reject from here, and then end up down at the good old golden pocket below us. And if we lose the golden pocket, there are a few other levels we have on the way down. But the most juiciest one that I'm really looking at, guys, is going to be that 17 to 20K range right here. To come back and retest the all-time high of the previous bull market, that would be very, very bullish, in my opinion, for Bitcoin to come down here and get a really nice bounce from that area. And then we could indeed see higher prices, I believe. I believe we could see higher prices indeed. Indeed, I do. So shout out to Katia Olivin, who dreamed about the 10K Bitcoin. Let's see, what do you guys think this weekend? It's about 50-50. It's about 51.49, pump or dump. So Clay is dyslexic. He buys high and sells low. Yeah, you can do that. David and Rob show the bot's coming good. Yeah, the bot's coming good, man. So, you guys hear the chickens in the background? Liquid says Bitcoin will hit 10K. Yeah, if we lose 20K, then, you know, we have about the 10 to 13K area. So, yep. It's very, very possible. So Liquid says we're heading into a global market crash. It's possible, Liquid. It's possible. I mean, here's the thing. You know, my personal thoughts on the global market crash is this. The market can't crash unless it's allowed to crash. Because the market's fake. It's fake, right? There's more debt in the world than there is money, and there's more money in the world than there is gold. Everything's fake. We're all paper traders. All of us are paper traders. And the markets can be artificially propped up. And as long as everyone is on the same team about keeping things artificially propped up, they're going to stay propped up. It's all show. I do believe eventually that they're going to implement a new financial system. And I think this system is being set up to fail for the purpose of implementing a new financial system. And one possibility in that implementation is the good old problem reaction solution of creating a complete economic chaos so that we are begging for a new economic system that can save us all. So that is one possibility, Liquid. And my mentality is just keep on doing what I'm doing until something crazy happens and I can't do it no more. All right? So, you know, if anybody doesn't know, I'm a homesteader. I raise animals. I grow my own food. I trade. I'm all about being self-sufficient and just living my life to the best of my ability, following the Lord to the best of my ability. And, you know, I'm going to keep doing this until one day I can't. So you should be trading your Bitcoin so you can be planting the real corn, guys. We should be looking at crypto as a way to get actual stuff that we need to live. Food, water sources, know how to raise animals, know how to grow your gardens, all that kind of stuff, guys. This ain't no joke, all right? So, you know, trade the Bitcoins to grow the Bitcoins. That's my motto over here. And hang on, where am I now? This is the wrong YouTube page. We come back into the Chiznat over here. This is kind of just a chill Friday stream, guys. A chill Friday stream. Make sure to like the video. We got 500 people in here. Only half of y'all like the video. You know what I'm saying? Steven Davidson. I can't say Steven Davidson. I am definitely not a classical dispensationalist, man. I have some weird views. All right, let's just put it that way. Shout out to Jacob, who's currently in a 90% profit. That's awesome, my friend. Oh, man. Yeah, the Tino collab is going to happen in February, right? That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So, shout out to Robert Bonar, shilling the channel in the chat. Shout out to Memory Man, holding down the wrench. That's true. Cycles happen, and yeah, you're right. Many times the cycles are out of people's control. Maybe I'm too conspiratorial, Memory Man. So, ETH is pumping. Let's check out Ethereum. I'm actually in an ETH long right now. I don't even think I have it posted in here but I longed ETH. The reason I longed Ethereum, guys, is because Ethereum came down to a key area here. Wait, hang on. What's going on? Ethereum came down to a key area, which was this golden pocket right here. And not only did we have the golden pocket, but we had some other levels right here. And we also had the value area low. And so we could see that we didn't put in a lower low, but we definitely got a trigger wave as we came down to this area. So I took along from Ethereum. Ethereum currently now is finding a little bit of resistance up here at the 786 level. This is an area I expected to find resistance, but we have come above the point of control of the range, and we have come above the golden pocket. And so if Ethereum can continue to make higher prices, I am looking for resistance around the 2255 area to the 2579 area. This golden pocket-ish thing up here, because it's the value area high of the range. So, you know, buy low and sell high, right? But we got to wait and make sure we got our market cipher confirmations over here, right? So if we come up there, sorry, this is how my grandpa talks. All right, we come up here and we got ourselves one of these things, right? We got ourselves some bearish divergence, and we got the money flow coming down. As we come up to the golden pocket, might happen, might not, I don't know. All right. Then you know, we could say we could come down from here, right? Never get bullish when price is pumping, and never get bearish when price is dumping. Instead, we got to stay neutral. We got to look for our levels, and we got to look at market cipher. People FOMO. How many people FOMO'd long up here, man? How many people FOMO'd into a long here? I'll tell you, a lot of them. Now, you know, I shorted, not from the top, but I ended up in a short from right here, and I shorted it somewhere in this area at the 786, and I didn't get liquidated. I don't even trade with a stop loss. I just risk a good amount, and I ended up being in profit. So whew, that was a close call. But yeah, let's see what happens now with the corn, man. The corn is pumping, the Ethereum is pumping. We got the 1 minute time frame. Let's see what's happening. Let's zoom in to a micro scale. Well, it looks like, guys, that on the 1 minute time frame, things are starting to look kind of weak. I'm not going to lie. Money flow coming down, momentum coming down. Let's go to the 6 minute time frame and see how it's looking here. Kind of weak. We got bearish divergences forming on the 6 minute. Let's go to the 12 minute. What do we got going on? We got a red dot on the 12 minute. Money flow is curving up, though. Things are a bit ambiguous today. That's why I was saying the trades they've been tricky, guys. Honestly, the past 3 trades I've taken, the past 4 trades I've taken were kind of not according to my plan. I had to make the plan in the minute. I had to make the plan in an instant because I saw things happening that I wasn't really expecting, right? The entries have been not so expected, right? I've been expecting price to come to certain areas. It ain't, right? It's like bouncing off the VWAP. It's getting a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. So sorry for getting all southern on you guys. It's just how I roll. Thank you guys for liking the video. It really does my heart good. Shout out to Bart Fomoshi, Fomoshi, who joined the Discord. I'm glad you find value there, bro. I really do. I really, really do. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to the Crypto Bull. Appreciate you for being here, bro. Shout out to JL, who says, bro, what do you think of the expiration of today's options? These are very large, and max pain is around 42. Well, I'll tell you, if we get up to 42, that's a very good resistance. That's a very, very good resistance. So that's a very good resistance. It's still in this, it's basically the top of this green box, this very important green box right here. And not only that, but I'm pretty sure if we just look at the old range right here, that yep, look at that. That's the point of control of the previous old range. And if I ain't mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but you know, if we pull the GP from this last high that we put in before losing this previous range to the low, we've got a golden pocket right up there at about 42. So 42 is a very important area of resistance to be aware of. Right in this box, this box is the box, right? We go back to the daily time frame. This box is not just a box, but it is the box that has been a major level of support and resistance throughout the entire year. Resistance, 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 flipped into support, 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 support. right? And so here's the thing. If we're going to put in a lower high, this box is the box that we need to keep our eyes upon. I should write a song about that. Right? So yeah, it's important. It's very important. Robert Bonar, thanks, man, for the shout. I don't know about AVAX. I haven't been following it. Where's a good place to buy a farm? I don't know. Wherever there's the fewest amount of regulations, but also you're close enough to the people you need to be close to. Like, there's a give and take with everything, right? There's a give and take. The more secluded, the better, but if you can't live secluded, you got to be careful with that, right? If you can't live far away from your family, you know, you got to find that balance. Like, are you going to, like, never see your parents again because, like, you decided to move out to the middle of nowhere and they lived, like, you know, 3,000 miles away? You know, you're going to leave the country. You know, you got to make these decisions. There's give and take. So, you know, at the end of the day, you got to go where the Lord leads you. If you have faith, He'll bring you through whatever is to come. So, Jake Lenz, that's all I can say. Shout out to Jan Eric Tveit. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that. Tennessee and Oklahomies, says Angel for Truth. Do I think ETH is going lower? Kieran LM? Well, if Bitcoin goes lower, then I think ETH is also going to come lower. If Bitcoin comes lower, I do believe ETH will come lower. And some you know, we do have some areas to be looking for, right? We have some areas on ETH below us, some nice levels to look for until we lose the range to the downside. And if we lose the range to the downside, I would expect lower, right? That's just how we go, level to level, sideways range to sideways range. That's how I do it. Shout out to Rob A. Have a blessed day, my friend. Shout out to Sunshine Girl. Yes, praise the Lord. Baruch Hashem. Shout out to Big Butts 28. Ooh, man. Big Butts 28. How's it going? Big Butts 28 down here in the TA dungeon. How do you know when money flow is coming down and the next printing that money flow will not give a continuation? That's a great question. So Parciero wants to know how to use Market Cipher to tell what money flow is doing. Money flow you want to look at over time. You want to look at it over time, okay? So, for example, on the daily time frame, money flow is coming down over time as price is getting higher. This is bearish, okay? We're not looking at like these individual little waves here, although we can, but we want to look at it over time. And we need to learn how to look at the higher time frames and then understanding the context of the higher time frames, go down to the lower time frame. So the daily time frame, we can see money flow is coming down, but now we can see for the past few days or so, maybe few weeks, we can see money flow starting to come up. And so this should pique our curiosity. What's happening here? We can't see. There's not enough detail. So we have to zoom in maybe to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, now we can see over time, money flow was getting lower, but just recently, the past few days, right? The past 20 days or so, money flow has been getting higher. So this is giving us now detail on the daily time frame, saying, yeah, the daily time frame, we can't really tell what's going on. Potentially money flow could be at a peak here, starting to come up. We can't really tell. So let's go down to the 4 hour and see. Oh, look at this. On the 4 hour, money flow is coming up. So all the time frames are showing you the same thing in a different resolution. In a different resolution. So, for example, I am going to watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to outline money flow on the 4 hour right here. Okay, I'm just going to outline money flow on the 4 hour. And then we're going to zoom into a lower time frame and watch how the money flow is going to do the same thing on the lower time frames. Okay, now remember, I outlined the money flow on the 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to the 24-minute time frame here. Okay, let's see if I can find my outline. Where you at, outline? Where's my outline? Come on. Don't do this to me now. I'm live on the internet. I'm going to make a fool out of myself. Really? Aha, here we go. Now watch this. I'm going to turn everything off except the money flow, and you're going to see that the outline I did on the 4 hour is literally going to be the same thing that's happening on the 24 minute, just the 24 minute is giving us greater resolution. So I'm going to turn off the waves, I'm going to turn off the WAP, right? The WAPinator. I'm going to turn off the BitBoy green dots and all these things. No offense, BitBoy, you know. I'm going to turn off the RSIs. And look at this, right? The line that I drew on the 4 hour time frame is literally lining up with the 24 minute perfectly, right? It was coming up a little bit on the 4 hour, and look, it came up into the blue on the 24 minute. Then it came down on the 4 hour, and look, it came down on the 24 minute. And then on the 4 hour, as I started to see money flow curving up, well, on the 24 minute, money flow comes up above the 0 line. Then on the 4 hour, I had it curving back down. 24 minute, money flow is curving back down. Then on the 4 hour, I saw it curving up. Money flow is curving up on the 24 minute. Now notice something else. On the 4 hour, this drawing that I did was coming down over time, right? It was coming down over time. On the 24 minute, look at this. Money flow in general is getting lower every time we print a wave, right? And then on the 4 hour, we saw money flow coming up. And on the 24 minute, as we see money flow starting to curve up on the 4 hour, we can also see it starting to curve up on the 24 minute. Eventually, you'll learn how to look across multiple time frames, and understanding what you see on the higher time frames will then allow you to interpret the lower time frames as well. And so what we want to see over time is something like this, where, you know, if we're looking, let's say for a long at the bottom of the range, we do want to be looking at the 24 minute time frame and say, okay, from the 21st of January all the way to the 24th of January, 3 whole days, money flow is coming up, right? Money flow is coming up. We can see it holding steady on the blue side, coming up on the purple side as we come to our support, right? And we need to keep this also in the context of money flow coming up on the higher term timeframes as well. And if you go to the course, jasoncaspertrading.com, I have a 20% discount. I go through Market Cipher in extreme detail because there's a lot to it, but once you understand how to look at this thing, it tells you what the market is going to do before it happens. Before it happens. People say it's not true. I get so much hate. Oh, Jason Casper uses Market Cipher, a lagging indicator. It's not a lagging indicator. It tells you what's going to happen before it happens, right? This is a very powerful tool. So like that's how you're going to look at the money flow, right? Because right here, this is worthless to me. This chunk of money flow right here is absolutely worthless to me. Because what? It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. It doesn't. Unless I'm scalping this little thing on the lower time frames, this means nothing to me. What does mean something to me is over time money flow getting higher, right? And you combine the money flow with the momentum waves. If we turn the momentum waves back on, the momentum waves are going to tell us what happens. The momentum waves are basically giving us our guide to telling us when the money flow is going to start to come down, because it will help us know where the peak of money flow is. If you see a bearish divergence like this, money flow is really thick into the blue. But because you see the bearish divergence, the momentum waves are telling you we've reached the peak of money flow, right? When we took the short up here, look at this. Took the short from here, we knew we were at the peak of the money flow when we got our first bearish divergence right here, right? If money flow was coming up, this bearish divergence was the first sign money flow is going to start to come down. And then the next major bearish divergence we had right here, this is the strongest short signal you could possibly have on Market Cipher, where money flow and momentum are both diverging, right? Money flow is getting lower right here, as also the momentum waves are getting lower. This is a very powerful short signal. This is actually why on the higher term time frames for Bitcoin, I am still bearish, because we have had a signal like this, a very strong short signal on the weekly and monthly time frames, guys. On the weekly and monthly. That's why I'm expecting a relief rally before more movement to the downside. Because look at this. We go to the weekly. We go to the, this is the BLX chart, Bitcoin from inception, right? We have never, ever, in the history of Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, we've had it on the weekly before, but never on the monthly time frame have we had basically what I just showed you on the 24 minute for the epic short. This is crazy. On the monthly time frame, we have momentum getting lower, and we have the same thing, money flow getting lower right here, and we have a very local divergence. We have a very, very local divergence right here. And on the weekly time frame as well, I think there's a lot more downside that can be had because money flow has not even curved into the purple yet, right? Last bull market end, money flow started to curve down. You know, we are right about here, right? We're right about here. And last time we were right about here, we had another, 60%. Oh my goodness. We had another 60% to go, right? And that's what I was saying in one of my streams earlier this week. What I'm really waiting for is a wave here and then a big wave over here with money flow in the purple. And we want to see these uneven butt cheeks, but we want to see them now reversed, right? We want to see them reversed. So we go to view and we go to, tools, flip horizontally. Now we want to see a small butt cheek on the right. You know, that old lady at the diner. Hey, Dolores, this guy needs another cup of coffee. And then over here on the weekly, we have the juicy, lots of Parmesan cheese flowing out of the butt cheek over here on the left-hand side. And that would be a very nice bottom signal for Bitcoin. Right? If we combine a big old, this kind of pattern over here where we have even if we had a massive butt crack in here, mixed with bullish divergences on the daily time frame, that would be a very strong bottom signal for me. Big old butt cheek on the weekly, bullish divergence on the daily. So let's go back in time here and take a look at what happened at the bottom of the yep. So look at this, guys. Look at this, right? Literally, we had our big old weekly thing. We had this, right? I mean, even this technically bullish div on the daily, money flow curving to the upside on the daily, with having a giant one of these on the weekly. That is like the bottom signal, okay? Just like how the weekly divergence with the money flow is the top signal, now we're basically looking for the opposite. It doesn't mean we can't long and short along the way down, right? It doesn't mean we can't trade the range. It just means we have to maintain our understanding of the overall context of the market. That's all. And then I could be totally wrong. Bitcoin could bounce super high from here. It could bounce super, super high. Anything can happen, right? Anything can, all of a sudden, randomly, someone could decide to put billions of dollars into Bitcoin, and Market Cipher B would quickly change its signals on us, right? But in general, it's that's pretty good, you know. It's pretty good. Shout out to my man Rogue Engineer with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Rogue Engineer. Really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. God bless you. That's right, Robert Bonar. I turned off the green dots, my friend. I turned off the green dots. That's right. I do not trade on the Sabbath, although I have stumbled in the past, you know, and I have to ask the Lord for forgiveness. But in general, on Saturday, I go to religious services and I focus on the Lord and I spend time with my family and my friends and my brothers and sisters. So, Jove 711 says, Jason can't buy Market Cipher now and will join VIP Discord Monday. Do you need... No, you don't need Market Cipher to join, but basically, in my Discord, people trade all different styles. People trade all different ways in my Discord. We all have similarities and differences. You can learn a lot in there for sure. A lot of us use Market Cipher. Some of us don't. But I would recommend that you learn how to trade before joining my Discord, at least understanding what is support, what is resistance. The question is, am I peeing? No. I have a hydroponic system down here in the TA dungeon. This is my gym. This is my office, and this is where we grow our indoor herbs in the winter. And I always forget to turn it off before the stream. And I can't go turn it off now because I'm wired up. So, yeah, I haven't been doing the cam lately, guys. Been taking a break from the cam. So, shout out to Rogue Engineer who had a big short at 35.6. Was meant to be a scalp but turned into a swing. Nice. Oh, wait. Not nice. You're getting wrecked. Should you hold it? Oof. Rogue Engineer, you know, my friend, I have a rule for myself that you're not going to like this rule, But my rule is, if I am in a trade without a plan and I'm asking the question, should I hold? Should I stay or should I go? It's best to go and just get out of the trade and then cut your losses and wait for the next trade, right? That's how I do it. Because if not, then you're gambling and you're not trading. And if you are ever in a position without a clear plan and you have to ask a YouTuber what to do, that's a clear sign that you are not trading anymore, because every trade you enter needs to have a very clearly thought out plan. And that's one of the things we go over in the course. This will teach you how to systematize your trading so you never end up in that position. So before you enter every trade, you know where your entry is, where the invalidation point is, so you already know what loss you're going to take if the trade goes bad. You should never enter a trade without already knowing how much of a loss you are expecting to take if that trade goes south, because your trade should have a very clear entry plan and a very clear exit plan, right? So, you know, for example, well, okay, so I took a trade from right here. I took a trade from a short from 38.7K. My stop loss, not even a stop loss, because I usually don't use a stop loss, but my exit plan is, if we put in a higher high, I'm getting the heck out of the trade. I'm not going to let myself take any more loss than about 1%. And the reason is because if we're putting in higher highs and I'm shorting, that means we're not in a downtrend. And I should not be shorting in an uptrend, right? Locally. Because we're always trying to trade with the market direction. Oftentimes we're trying to catch reversals on lower term time frames. Otherwise, there's really no move to be had. But you need to have a plan. Like, you need to say, okay, my stop loss goes here. I'm not going to lose more than X amount of money. Fits with my risk management. You're going to say my take profit one's going to be here. Take profit two is going to be here. And then you could say, I'm just going to let the rest of the trade kind of jive, like what I'm doing right now. I've taken 2 take profits out of this trade. Now it's jiving, right? Stop loss for me is right about here, right? So that the rest of my position doesn't get stopped out completely in entry, and I don't want to have to pay too much of a market fee. This will allow me to close the trade in profit, right? And so I've got that plan. It's very important. There's a 20% discount on jasoncaspertrading.com. If you're interested in the course, we go through all that stuff here. Mindset and risk management, using leverage, trading psychology, all that kind of stuff. Check it out. If you're interested, of course. Only if interested. I'm done peeing if anyone wanted to know. ADA, man, ADA is messed up, you know. Sativa or indica, Donnie, it's actually Swiss chard, basil, and kale. Yeah, I don't listen to the devil's lettuce over here. And the reason I said I don't listen to the devil's lettuce is because when I was a young lad sowing some wild oats, we called partaking in cannabis, we called it listening to the Jonas Brothers. That was our code word when we were kids, because we didn't want our parents to know what we were talking about. So, you know, I'd come over, you know, hey, bro, trying to listen to the Jonas Brothers right now? And my brother would be like, yeah, man, I just got their new CD, their new hit single called Burning Up. Let's go listen to that song, man. Let's go listen to Burning Up. All right, bye, Ma. Bye, Paul. Where are you guys going? Oh, we're going to listen to the Jonas Brothers. It's like, oh, our sweet kids. The Disney Channel is so sweet. My parents didn't know the Disney Channel was of the devil, corrupting those young kids from an early age, giving them Hannah Montana when they're 10, turning into Miley Cyrus when they're 20. Oh my goodness, what is the world coming to, y'all? Okay. Oh my goodness. How do I feel about altcoins? I don't know. I'm really just trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, and a few altcoins here and there. I'm in a Sol short, guys. I'm short on Sol. I'm short on Luna. Bitcoin's got a 24-minute red dot. We're coming down a little bit. I don't know. Let me check out my... By the way, guys, make sure to FOMO into the like button. Jason Casper, like button, index right here. Absolutely parabolic. You could enter this long trade right now. A great risk to reward ratio. Only having to risk all this to potentially gain all this up to the 618 resistance. Mega bullish. FOMO in now, everybody. And this is the stock market right here. Actually kind of pumping the S&P right now. But if we go to the Jason Casper Sol chart, we can see over here that let me see what we got going on. So currently I am short on Sol from right here. And I'm just holding it, guys, waiting for the next major area of support. You know, we do have some major areas of resistance right here above us for Sol. And we have some support, some areas coming down below us. We've got like a 786 down here. We don't have very much, right? We don't have very much, but this is like the only altcoin I'm like up to date on, as well as Polkadot. But yeah, I've mostly just honestly been trading Bitcoin and Ethereum because I get to my comfort zone every day. I do my technical analysis for those two coins, mostly looking for the trades for the day. Maybe I'll take like a trade a day, 1 or 2 trades a day. It's just my comfort zone, guys. It's just my comfort zone. So so Zorzy, or I don't know if you're a male or female, but Zorzy and their childhood friend used the code word "tighten the chain" to smoke cigarettes. That's funny. Oh man. Shout out to Luis Rivera up in the chat. Luis Rivera, do you really jump out of planes, bro? That is crazy. That is crazy. Liquid says it's dumping. Did I enter an ETH short at 24.78? Well, I'm in this stream right now, so I didn't, but this is indeed one of the short setups that I did give this morning from this area right here. So from the 786 where the chickens could drink, and the and we had a 786 there. We also had another level there, if I'm not mistaken. But I did not enter a short here, no. But because I'm on this stream, but I probably would have gone for the scalp. I don't know if I actually would have gone for this scalp, but we definitely have some resistance there. Yeah, did we put in a higher high right there? Not really. I know we have another level there. So, I'm pretty sure we have a session point of control there. Let's check it out. Yeah, look at that, guys. We did. We had a session point of control right here. Also, the previous day value area high. And we had the 786. So that is a nice level. So I don't know. I didn't take it. I did not, because I'm on this stream right now. But money flow is coming down. Let's just put it that way. Let me come back into the stream here. This is more of a chill stream, guys. You know what I'm saying? More of a chill stream. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to FOMO into the Jason Casper like button over here. Shout out to Benjamin Asbury. JNP, my girlfriend told me to invest all our savings into metaverse tokens. Nice, man. That could be really, really good for you. Luis Rivera was a deep sea diver. Very interesting, my friend. Benjamin Asbury, I need to get more into NFTs. I don't really know much about them. Shout out to Daddy Turtle. Bearish bull. Do I trade TPO? Nah. No, I don't trade TPO, but I use TPO charts to get levels, right? So if I'm pulling a fib, I want to see if we have a level there too. So if we have like a market session point of control there, then you know, and it's a 786, then it's a good level to look for. But I definitely don't trade discrepancies between time and volume. I do not do that. I don't like to trade that way. I'm not a fan, but I use those things as confluences. So like the thing is, if we do have like a big discrepancy between time and volume, or if there's like an 80% setup where the daily candle opens outside the previous day value area, I will never trade an 80% setup, but I'll use an 80% setup to obtain a target for the trade in the opposite direction. The same is true with the TPO kind of thing. So I do not trade. Some people trade like they wait for us to like come into a row of single prints and then trade. I would never do that. I would just use single prints as support or resistance and just get confluence on the chart with lines that I already have. So that's how I do it. So yeah. My girlfriend Cardano, yeah, I haven't really been dealing with her at all. Bitcoin looks like a short scalp, someone says. I'm not gonna short it. You can. I'm not, you know, well, first of all, I'm not even a trader. I'm a paper trader only. Don't listen to a guy with the Pikachu hat and the crooked glasses, right? Because, you know, this is not financial advice. But I'm waiting for other areas to trade, and I really need to see my confirmations. I want to see my juicy confirmations, and when I see them, I'm like, should I enter the trade? Well, it depends on a few other things. We have to take it level to level, guys. We have to take it level to level. Yeah, we need to play the Rocky music to pump the price. Isn't that right, Shivam? Yeah, 88 did break my heart, Clay. That's true. Luz Rivera, I do own a few NFTs, mostly just ones my brother tells me to buy, and I blindly buy, you know. I blindly buy. So, yeah. You guys are the best, by the way. I love you guys. May God bless all of you. Could ETH break down to 1800? Absolutely. It absolutely could. That's a good level. On swing trades, Miles Youngblood, my take profit strategy is different. So I'm usually entering with lower leverage, and my main key at the beginning of swing trades is to not lose money. Not necessarily to take profit, but to not lose money. And I don't usually take profit on a swing trade until like a 7 to 10% move. And then I will take that profit and look to put it back into the swing trade if we come down to put in a higher low. So it's a little bit different than when I'm scalping. It's a little bit different than when I'm scalping, right? All right, guys. I think I am going to have to cut the stream kind of soon, right? We've been on for a while, and now we're just waxing nonsensical. So if anyone has a nonsensical question to ask me, go for it. We'll just talk about the craziest stuff. TA's over. If you want some TA, time to get out, I guess. Yeah, my brother, he joined the Discord group. So, Luis Rivera, you deleted the Discord channel by accident and you don't have the tabs you once had. Hit up one of our moderators. Hit up Tina T in there. She might be able to help you because I don't know. You might have messed up your roles or something. And when I say roles, I'm not talking about cinnamon rolls. I'm talking about the role that your Discord has in the server, that your username has in the server. What did I eat today? I didn't eat a thing, guys. Intermittent fasting is the way to go. Intermittent fasting is the way to go. It's the only type of diet where you can eat so much food at night, go to bed full and happy and fat, and still be on maintenance calories or even a slight deficit, guys. It's the way to go. Plus, it'll give you so much more mental clarity throughout the day. It'll really help you if you're not bogged down being so tired all day, you know, because you ate all these carbs in the morning. You know, when you see this, you'll be like, bam! I know exactly what to do. If you have all these carbs in yourself, right? And I guess it's okay if you're not eating carbs. It's mostly the carbs that'll get you tired. But if you have carbs and you see this, you're going to be double guessing yourself. You're going to be sluggish. Should I enter the trade? I don't know. It depends. And you just lose that drive, guys. Intermittent fasting is the way to go. OMAD. If you can do one meal a day too, I love doing that. 1 or 2 meals a day. That's the way to roll. I love doing that. Gets me amped on life. I wake up early in the morning, hit the weights. Totally fasted, right? And I don't even eat until like the afternoon or night. It's the way to do it. Shout out to Balvin, bruh. Thanks for being here, man. God bless you. How do I decide how much I'm going to risk in a particular trade? Well, first of all, I never risk more than 1 to 5%. Sometimes I'll even risk 0.5% on a scalp trade where I put 1% of my capital in there, 50% stop loss. And usually with those types, I don't take profit too early. I just let the stop loss run and then take profit at a serious target. But it really depends on the context, right? If crypto is banned or becomes worthless, would I pick up Forex? Of course, Mojo. I used to trade Forex. I used to trade exclusively Forex. Am I into making biochar for my garden beds? Is that, what is that, Memory Man? Is that like organic ash? Because if so, then yes, I do that. Am I natty like Mike O'Hearn? I'm natty not like Mike O'Hearn. Let's put it that way. The name of the next COV to the I variant? I don't know. Just think of the most nonsensical thing possible. That's probably what it will be called. My best lift, Ween Man, Ween Man, is the deadlift by far. I'm such a good deadlifter. I'm tall. I have long arms. My arm span is longer than my height, which is 6'2", and my wingspan is like 6'5". And so conventional deadlift, 585 max. That's my best lift by far. My bench sucks. I've only been able to bench 330 pounds. I think it's like a leverage thing because I could rep out, like 250 for like 10 reps. You would think I'd be able to like bench 330, so I think it's my form that's screwed up. I don't know, but I don't really care. That's the other thing, right? I just like to lift. So oh, is charcoal burned in low oxygen conditions? No, I've never used that, but I should look into that, Memory Man, because it sounds good. Jose wants to know, are there any updates on the bot? Yes, the bot is coming along very nicely, and it's trading well. So we start beta testing in February. Siobhan wants the Rocky music. All right, guys. We're going to have to do the Rocky music. Sorry, YouTube, for the copyright, but we got to do this for my man. All right, let's do it. This is the music I play when I'm in a long position. This will pump the price. I'm telling you guys, it will pump the price. Watch, I guarantee we're gonna start to get a pump. Look, let's see, let's watch. Come on, the Rocky music has never failed me before. Come on. I know we're underneath the VWAP. I know we rejected off of an important level. But come on. Come on. It's not working though. You know what? The guitar solo will do it for us. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the guitar solo. Oh yeah. Look at this, guys. I told you it works. Look at this blue candle right now. Come on, Bitcoin. Oh, come on. Hang on. It's because the guitar solo ended, that's why. pumping. We're pumping. Look at this blue candle right here, guys. Look at it go. Look at this. I told you. I told you the rock music. Thank you, Shivam. Look at this. I told you. The rocky music works every time. Oh, there we go. We're coming to the climax of the song, guys. Look at this pump. I'm telling you, never fails. Look at this W pattern on the 1 minute. Look. We're getting the pump, baby. We're getting the pump. All right, well, whew, that was intense, guys. That was so intense. I think I need, see, it always works, guys. It always works. The rocky music, it never fails. Let's see what other kind of nonsensical questions we have going on in here. The money flow is coming up on the 4 hour. We're going straight to 100K, guys. We're going straight to 200K. Okay, do we need the music to come back on right now? Oof! Look at that purple candle. All right, I'll fix that real quick here. But the guitar solo is really where it's at. See, watch this. It takes a little time to kick in. Oh, man. Money flow is curving up, though. It takes some time, though. We know it takes some time. Look at this. We're about to get a money flow cross, potentially even on the 12-minute, huh? Uh-oh. Oof. Oof. All right, enough of this. Maybe now it's doing the opposite. Maybe now it's doing the opposite. So I don't know. Have ever considered doing a retreat for traders? Jose, I never have considered that. No. Shout out to Now Free. Yeah, the guitar solo ended is quality technical analysis. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, you're not going to get this kind of TA on any other channel. I guarantee you that, guys. Am I trying to go full off grid? That's the eventual goal, but I mean, right now it's just not very feasible. I mean, the way I make money is on the internet, so I can't really be off the grid completely. That's right, Kim. Maybe the Ronnie Coleman lightweight will work better. In fact, let's give that a try. Here, I gotta turn on the black hole. Here we go. Yeah, maybe this will do it, guys. Let's take a look. It's working, guys. It's working.
It's working. It's working. Good idea, Cam. Good idea, Cam. This is my favorite Ronnie Coleman lift right here. The 800-pound squat for a double. Look at that. Look at that. It's working, guys. It takes some time, but it's definitely working. We got our trigger wave on in 1 minute. We got our money flow coming up. Well, you know, it worked a little bit, Kim. It definitely worked. But now that the video's over, you can see we're getting a purple candle right here. And potentially even...
Heavyweight!
Whoa.
Yeah, buddy!
Okay. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. I can't believe there's still 400 people watching this. That is crazy. Is the end of the world coming soon? I think so. I really do think that. I think the Lord is coming back soon. I think we live in a very unique period of time. A very unique, nobody can deny the uniqueness of this period of time, where for all recorded history, you know, we've had pretty much life going on, very low tech, beasts of burden, you know, not much modern machinery, and then all of a sudden in the past 200 years we've had this technological boom where the world has become very, very small. We have geopolitical situations that are prophetic, that didn't even have the chance of happening up until, you know, the past 50 years. So yeah, I think the end is pretty soon, I have to be honest, just objectively speaking. How soon, I can't say. How long does it take for the momentum / money flow divergences to play out? It depends, blue collar crypto. I don't mean to say that, but it's really true. It's really, really true. It depends, you know? So, Lloyd Carroll is stuck in with the video. There's nothing else to do. Yeah, I'm kind of snowed in too, guys. I really am kind of snowed in too. So, the Fed is going to have a problem when the market needs more stimulus and inflation is off the wall. Yeah, things are going to get tough, you know. Yeah, let's do the Eddie Hall deadlift. Yeah, let's do the Eddie Hall deadlift. All right, we got to keep track on the price here. We're dumping. We're dumping, so we're at 37.040. Let's see if Eddie Hall can. Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie Hall. Come on, Eddie Hall. Oh man, oh my goodness, Eddie Hall. Uh-oh, now that he's on the ground, also the price is coming back down a little bit, guys. Oof, well, you know, it worked, but it was just one rep. So what do we expect? What do we expect from one rep, you know? Yeah, of course, Hattrick. Of course, we do can meat and vegetable for sure. Yeah, Eddie Hall. He was the world's strongest man for a while. He held the world record deadlift for a while. I forget if someone else beat it. I forget what happened, where there was some drama or something. But if you guys ever saw the behind the scenes Eddie Hall deadlift aftermath, watch this video. You know, it's yeah, this video that he released, the aftermath of it, the unseen footage. After he did that deadlift, he was completely wrecked, guys. For like the next day, he like couldn't even think straight. Like he didn't even like recognize his family at his daughter's birthday the next day. It put so much like stress on his body, and he actually had to go to a psychiatrist or something like that to like get his mind into the right place. He had to like absolutely believe that like someone was trying to like come to like kill his family or something, or do horrible things to them, in order to engage the fight or flight. That you know, you hear stories of like moms picking up cars if their kid goes under a car or something. Like the human nervous system is capable of some very, very intense things beyond even the limits of our physical body. So you can do stuff once and then totally be wrecked. So he did that, you know, half-ton deadlift, and it totally wrecked him. It took him a very long time to recover. It's so crazy how one rep, you need like a month or 2 months of recovery. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. You know, you got to give it to the guy. He worked so hard to get that, and he put his body through so much stuff. He had to gain so much weight. Like, you know, it's crazy. It really is. I enjoy those types of things. I'm a nerd. Since I love lifting weights, I like to watch powerlifting competitions and stuff like that. You know? So, let's see. Are we dumping? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even care anymore. I'm schlong, baby. I'm schlong. I've got the levels I'm looking for. It's a stress-free trading environment for me. I got my levels. I got market Cipher. I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. Right? That's all. That's all we're doing here. Yeah, the poll is completely 50-50 right now. Is it healthy to lift weights like that? It's absolutely not healthy, Elham. It's definitely not healthy. There's definitely a line when it comes to physical training between health and sport. Because, you know, the truth is, and I am a firm believer that even the way I like to lift weights is not good for my body long term. Because the human body was not created to be moving iron for reps like that, right? Like, we were meant to be outside in the creation working, but never in the creation without man-made weights would you be squatting down and back up again 20 times with 300 pounds on your back. You would never, ever, ever do that in real life. And, you know, it can't be good for the joints over time. I know so many weightlifters who are old and they're like, hey, when I was your age, Jason, you know, I used to squat too and deadlift too, and now I just can't do it. Now, I know that there's a certain degree of excuse there, and I know you can work through injuries and stuff, but it's not natural. It's not natural. It's definitely good to be active and do things that humans were meant to do. Resistance training to a certain degree, I believe, is very healthy. The studies show it's very beneficial for, you know, your blood levels and stuff like that. And, you know, personally, I believe that one of the reasons why I, you know, praise God, have been so healthy throughout my life is because I've always been into physical activities, but that's definitely not healthy. Eddie Hall, he even said that he almost killed himself to get that lift, you know, but he did it, right? So it was not about health for him. It was about achieving that goal. Deadlifting half a ton, you know? Shout out to Chatbot1280 who loves the gym. Yeah, you gotta love it to do it, right? That's true. You need to get friendly with the bears and the chickens. That's how you stay fit. I don't think I'll ever visit Amsterdam, Ellie. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. But yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna head out here. Interesting, Angel for Truth. The spinal cord has fluid that can push spinal fluid to your brain. It's very interesting. So shout out to the King of Kings who said, in my younger years, I was a pro lifter. It totally destroyed me. It took 10 years to heal himself. Wow. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm going to do a collab with Tino. I am going to do a collab with Tino in February. That is happening. So that's going to be cool. So. Robert Bonar, do you actually do, how many raccoons do you have, bro? Because I know that you have a raccoon in your picture. How many raccoons do you have, man? Shout out to Jonathan, who's going to bench 315 before he turns 21. Currently weighs 185. That's 100% doable, my friend. You got this. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out, you know. But God bless all of you. Receive this blessing in Hebrew. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha, Shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach, Elohei Israel. In English, that means may the Lord bless you, may He protect you, may He shine His light upon you, may He have grace upon you, and may the Lord turn His face towards you and give you wholeness and peace in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. And peace, y'all. Peace.